Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes vlog. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today I am really excited to bring you from our friends at Card Making Magic, Perfect Panels and Lovely Layers collection. It's a collection of stamps and cutting dies in both circles and squares. There's also flowers and word cutting dies, and they make beautiful cards. It's just like this whole kit of all the kinds of things you can do. This first one, this one is the circle panels die set, the square panels die set, with the wonderful word stamps, the filigree flower die set, and the ultimate word die set. So let's get right to this. I'm going to show you, which card should I show you first? Here we go. All right, this one, I've got this in layers here to show you. This one uses the 19-piece square panels die set and also the stamp set and also the filigree flower set. And I use Swirls and Twirls paper pack as my background from hot off the press. And I also use this really great hammered gold specialty paper. And let me show you here how this works. So I just did a little smudge here on this background piece, this white piece. So that was just cut using this rectangle, okay? And then I just put a couple of little smudges there with my ink pad. This has so many great shapes in it. We're gonna be dealing with a lot of shapes, so I'm gonna keep them in their packages. There we go, until we need them. But anyway, it's got all different kinds of squares and rectangles, and it's got these wonderful little square shapes in all these great patterns, okay? And I used two different ones right here, and I did notice that some of them are super, super intricate, okay? Like this one that I did here was so intricate. And I found that using the Easy Shims, if you haven't seen this before, Debbie and I love this product. It's a nice big fluffy shim. You get two in a pack, like this. And it starts off really fluffy the first time you use it, and you sandwich it with your, this is one that we've been using for a while, so it's all very well loved. But it gets really thin. And so what you do is you put it on you put your plate down for your cutting die, and then you put your paper and you put your cutting die, and then you just put this right over the top of it, and then your other layer of your plate, and run it through. And those layers of this fabric material just push everything down just right, and you get a really clean cutting image. So I wanted to make sure and remind you guys about those because they are very, very helpful. So after I cut all these pieces, what you do is you take one of the outside square pieces and you cut it within this piece, okay? And then I just glued those right there. And then the stamp set also has these wonderful little filigreed squares. And so for the center one, I just stamped here with a greeting inside of it. And then cut some of these wonderful flowers right here. This is stem rather of leaves, and I put that right there with just a little bit of purple ribbon. If you guys haven't invested in the ribbon collections that we have at Paper Wishes, they're done by color, and we've got the whole rainbow of colors, and there's a really nice selection of different ribbons in there. All right, so as you can see, there are 19 squares and rectangles in this particular collection. All right, here's another one. I just made this little rocker card. It goes like this, just like that. And what's great about it is I used this circle. This one has 18 pieces, and these are so great. I'm using some of the other circles. They're not all in here right now. So I took this leaf one, and then you also take the outside piece to cut the leaf shapes on here and here. And then I just took the outside piece, and then I used that to die cut with the stamp piece right here. Okay, so lots of fun to mix those. And then of course this circle is just, I have this over here, where is it? Here we go. I saved that for another card. That's this circle with the little scallops on it. and then I just scored it and folded it in half. So it just makes a really simple rocker card. You can also put some greetings on the inside. Okay, moving on. Now this card, pretty spectacular to make these flap closures with. This is just a simple sample. Goes like this, and then you open these, and then you've got your card like that. Isn't that great? And let me show you how you make your flaps here. So I start off with a piece of white cardstock. You want to take your half circles. This is from the 18 circle panels. And when you're layering the patterned half circle inside this outer shape, I like to just tape them down, all of my dies, with this little hunky-dory low-tack tape. Keeps everything in alignment. Now, what you want to do is put it against the straight edge of your cardstock, and then you want to make sure everything is aligned inside of that outer cutting die, like this. And then when you run it through your machine, you're just going to get this great flap right here. So I like to leave a little bit extra space down here. As you notice, on one side I left extra space, and on the other side I just cut it like flush up against the bottom edge, and I didn't get enough space there. So I would encourage you to leave a little bit of space down along the bottom edge. Anyway, that's a fun closure with a little ribbon closure. And then for this last card, I'm going to build a circle easel card. And the way you do that is you're just going to take, this is a circle with a nice little stitched edge. And here's a piece of cardstock that I've scored. And I'm just going to run that through my die cutting machine. A little bit of tape down on each side of it. Like that. And you just want to leave this part so that your fold stays intact, okay? So that when you're done, you're getting a circle like this. And then I just opened it like this, and I folded just the top to the center. So that's going to be our easel. Right, and then for this piece, I went ahead and used this circle and this circle again, the same one I did for the outside piece. And I layered those. Okay, and then I used these two great shapes. You can see here. From this one, I cut it from black cardstock, and from this one, I cut it from white cardstock, and layered those two together. And we're just going to assemble that. I'm going to use some sticky specks as my adhesive on these, just so that they go together really quickly. If you haven't used sticky specks, they're these little sheets. There's 4 sheets in a pack. Whoops. And you just go ahead and put this down, sandwich it in there, and then when you pull that up, you've made a sticker out of it. There we go. So this is going to go right there. All right, now, also going to use a little bit of Cosmic Shimmer Specialist acrylic glue. Couple of dots right here. Notice I'm only putting it below the fold, and here's why. I want to center my circle. Go. I'm center my circle right on here. Go. All right, we're just going to keep moving along. And then I've taken the flower cutting dies. Let me show you all these great pieces that are in here. It helps if you open the package. There we go. All these great flowers and leaves. So I cut those out of black, pink, and then some white cardstock. It even has a little stamen part in the center, and then I just put a little sparklet on there. Go. Actually made 2 of these. And then I used my little clear glitter brush and just put a little bit on some of these top layer, and just get that way they just got a little bit of sparkle on them, as you can see. There we go. All right, so we're going to glue this to inside right here. I think we'll have the stem go. Keep calling them stems, leaves. There we go. Now, we're all done with the front piece, but we do have to put something on the inside to act as a stopper. So here's that same flower. I made 2 of those, and I'm going to put that right here. It's got some foam tape on it, so that's going to act as my little stopper right there. And then I've got some more of the die cut words like I did on that front, and I can just put "with love" on the inside there. So I'll glue that down with some sticky specks. So as you can see, really easy and fun to make cards using these cutting dies. Lots and lots of different ideas. I want to make sure I got all the cards to show you here. Yes, we got everything. So I would definitely encourage you to check out this money saver. So many fun things to play with. If you're watching us on our vlog page, you would just click on the big blue money saver button below this video. And if you're watching us on YouTube, go ahead and check out the link in the description below the video. And there's links to paperwishes.com where you can find lots more tutorials, lots more videos, and lots of fun things to play with. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.